EFF members who say they've been part of the party's provincial task teams are launching a breakaway party, away from the EFF party, that is. They are led by a former policeman, Vusi Mathe, and are unhappy with the direction the party has taken. We cross to our reporter, Natasha Piri, who has been following proceedings. Natasha, tell us about the launch of this new party and what they stand for.
Well, very good afternoon to you, of course, and our viewers. As you correctly say, we actually just concluded the launch of the African Federal Convention, and they say they're actually a breakaway of the EFF, the Economic Freedom Fighters. And of course, the party actually stands for the restoration of land ownership, eradication of poverty and crime, and further other issues. But quite an interesting briefing, might I say. The president of the party, Vusi Mathe, had some strong words against the ANC and, of course, EFF leader Julius Malema. But let's just actually speak to him first and foremost. Thank you so much for joining us on the SABC. Throughout proceedings, social media was somewhat, in a buzz. First and foremost, tell us more about yourself. Who is Vusi Mathe? I understand that you were an EFF or a former EFF PTT member in KwaZulu-Natal.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much. I was the member of the EFF. We started EFF in 2013 while I was the member of the SAPS. I used to work as a member of the SAPS. I have resigned in 2013. Mm-hmm. Then we have decided to break away from the EFF because of the certain reason that we have realized that the EFF does not actually represent the whole South African, the people that actually who are at the grassroots level, more especially the people who are in the rural areas, because of the certain reason which I cannot unpack it now. Mm-hmm. We have, while I was a member of the EFF in KwaZulu-Natal, I was the head of intelligence. There are a lot of things that actually I was following up without them knowing that I've discovered new things that actually why, in fact.
What new things are these? I think our viewers and, EFF members would be also interested to actually hear about these things.
There are a lot of things like why Zuma actually, Julius Malema was attacking Jacob Zuma. Mm-hmm. If you could remember that Julius Malema actually, when he was a leader of the COSAS in South Africa, mm-hmm. He was actually asked to oust Thabo Mbeki. Why he was asked to oust Thabo Mbeki, remember that Pule Mabi is one that actually won the election as the leader of the ANC Youth League. Because they discovered that Pule Mabi was the right hand of Thabo Mbeki. Remember, Thabo Mbeki was going actually to contest for the third time as the president of the African National Congress. Then they asked what you call Julius Malema to be the president of the ANC Youth League. As the president Youth League was given two tasks. To say now, if we give you two tasks, the first task was to say, we want you to make you to be president of the ANC if you're a president of the ANC.
The ANC Youth League?
The ANC Youth League. As the president of the ANC Youth League, the first task you're going to mobilize and canvass for Zuma to be a president, while you are going to discredit Thabo Mbeki as a president for the third time. And he asked, the second task was to say he was going to be the first person to announce that Thabo Mbeki must be recalled from in Parliament. Then when they asked him, when he asked them, what is for him on the table? They said, we are going to give you the platinum mine, Aurora.
But Vusi, these are very serious allegations and claims that you're leveling. Is there somewhat any type of proof that you have, perhaps? I
know it. I was part of them. Like the family of Mathe, you cannot tell me the affairs of family Mathe. I know the affairs of the EFF. And remember, I was a part of the ANC. We also broke up from the ANC and started the EFF. Fortunately, they made me to be the head of intelligence in the province. I followed them. Then now, after Zuma won the election, he becoming the president, he took the Aurora and gave it to Kulubusa. That is why actually the project of the EFF started to say now they're going to expropriate the land and nationalize the land and mineral resources to a national government. Because Julius Malema, he wanted to revenge against Zuma, to take all mineral resources to belong and distribute to his own friend and his family.
Okay, let's just focus more on the affairs of your party. So, I mean, what does your party stand for? You guys claim that, or you guys say that your party is a breath of fresh air in the political landscape.
Yes, indeed. We believe in the federal state of a government. We cannot entrust the powers to a one person who is president of the country. We believe that the powers should be centralized to the provincial, which are we going to say they are going to be the state of each provinces. And also we believe that some of the money should be invested to the province. And we believe that instead of the government should take 100% the money that generated by the provincial governments. Therefore, they must take 20%. And some of the department must be decentralized. Where in the world, there are 4 ministers in the education nationally. Meanwhile, we have got 9 provinces which they've got their own ministry of education. This is why we are saying the powers must be decentralized. The powers must go back to the people, not in one person.
One may ask, why did you decide to launch your party now in August? You could have done this post the May elections. Or before, prior to the May elections, I beg your pardon.
Unfortunately, everything has got a first time. We decided to launch the party now because we want to prepare for the local government in 2021, moving forward.
And talking about the structures of the party, how many members do you have? The funding mechanisms, who are your funders?
As I've said earlier on, that the funder is a self-funded organization. We've got 10,000 members now nationwide.
Okay, well, thank you so much. Interesting conversation here with the president of the newly formed party. And of course, it would only be fair to actually get the EFF to actually respond to these claims or allegations leveled by Vusi Mathe. And of course, we did speak to Vusi Khoza, who's the EFF chairperson, KZN, and hopefully we'll get him to actually, respond to these claims. But as for me here, it's back to you in studio, Nompo.
Thanks very much, Natasha, for that.